All right, thanks, Chris. So look, I said it before, the recruiting grind, it's real, man. It's changed. It's been flipped upside down from back in the days. Now recruiting, if you don't have a strategy to get in front of as many coaches as you possibly can, you could be left without an opportunity to fulfill your dreams. So it takes more than talent to get noticed as well. So that's why we bring athletes into the Pro 7 Sports family that are qualified to help them navigate the recruiting process the right way at the end of the day. So today, I've got one of our very own with me. They're working hard, he's staying focused, and taking steps to get to the next level, to get his game to the next level. So, welcome to the show, Jacaleb Johnson. He is currently a sophomore with Pro 7 Sports. So, what's up, Jacaleb?
What's up, Coach? Excited to be speaking with you today.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So let's start here. Let's start with a little bit of your journey so people can understand what your journey is up to this point. So tell us a little bit about that, where you're from, your sport, how long you've been dreaming of playing at the next level.
Yes, I'm from Silsbee, Texas. Play football. Um, I've been dreaming of playing at the next level for since flag football. It's been a long, long time.
Gotcha. And then share a little bit more about your background because you compete in more than just football, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm a three-sport athlete. I play football, basketball, track and field.
Gotcha, gotcha. And how's your parents been through this process as well?
I'm really thankful for my parents, spending money, workouts, it don't matter. Whatever they need to do to make their son better, they willing to do.
I love it, man. I love it. And we are on this podcast, but I personally know your dad as well. So I know exactly
Yes.
what you're talking about. So let's talk about this. So let's back up before we met on the and brought you on board to be a part of our recruiting family. What did recruiting look like before Pro 7 Sports?
It just looked like, sending a whole lot of film out to college coaches, me and my dad. Nothing too major. Not a plan, I would say.
Right, got you, got you. Okay, so commercial break. Uh, so now let's jump into this. What changed for you once you joined our recruiting family?
I would say the coaches contact, it's very easy to contact coaches through Pro 7. The connections you guys already have with college coaches is big. Uh, Promoting your athletes, that's been a big one that I've seen that y'all do a lot. So that gets you more looks, more eyes on you, and type stuff in that nature.
Right, right, right. So look, you know, what other athletes need to understand? Okay, let's talk about that. So, I want to speak to other ath I want you to speak, not me. I speak enough to athletes, but I want you to speak to other athletes out there. What's one thing you've learned that most people probably don't realize in this whole recruiting process?
Uh, Posting highlights isn't enough. I would say you need a full recruiting strategy. You can't do it alone, no matter how many emails, text messages you send to college coaches. You can't do it by yourself.
Gotcha. Commercial break. All right, JK, let's talk about goals. Every athlete has goals, right?
Yes, sir.
So what's next for you? What are your goals moving forward?
So for college, I plan to study kinesiology as my major.
Nice.
For my senior school year, I plan on making all A's. School wise, football wise, sports wise, I plan on achieving and being able to play the week 16. I don't know if people know what that means. That means you're last team standing.
There you go. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, you know, what about talk a little bit about the motivation you have, with your family and just kind of yourself in general, your internal motivation.
Yes, my family motivation means a lot. You know, my siblings, my parents, they always keep me motivated, never let me feel like I'm just above everyone, always, telling me I need to work and stuff like that. So that's very big for me.
Gotcha, gotcha. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's not just about balling out. It's about setting
Yes,
yourself up for life.
yes.
Now, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to look in the camera, all right, and speak clearly into the mic and let college coaches listening know what they are getting by bringing you into their program.
Yeah, they would be getting a leader, someone who works hard, works extremely hard at everything I do, no matter if it's on a field, in the classroom, and most importantly, someone who loves the game.
Awesome. Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, I can sign on to that. I can sign on to everything that you just said about what a college coach would be getting because I've had an opportunity to work with you personally and overjoyed to know that you are a part of our recruiting family. So I kind of stumbled on my word, but it is personal for me.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I appreciate you coming on today
Yes,
and
sir.
and
Anytime.
chatting about your trials and tribulations of recruiting and kind of where you are now. So what we do on our show, every show, is we drop some gems for others, parents of athletes or athletes, where they can use and maybe help them in their recruiting journey. So I got three gems. Gem number one is clean up your social media ASAP. Coaches are looking. Coaches are looking, not even, they're looking when you think they're not looking. They are looking. This is where they find out who you truly are. So, gem number two, design an attention grabbing highlight reel. Just making a highlight reel to please yourself is not enough. Okay, you got to design that highlight reel for what it's intended to be, and that is to make you recruitable. You want college coaches to look at that highlight reel and say to themselves, "We need to talk to this athlete," because every athlete wants is an opportunity, and your
Yes, sir.
highlight reel can get in the way of that. So, gem number three is be realistic. Okay, everybody wants to be D1. Just be realistic. Be realistic with the level of of play. Now, you can be realistic and at the same time, maybe where you want to be is not where you go. But in today's recruiting, in today's college world, you can make it happen. You got 4 years to make it happen. So if you feel you're a D1 athlete and you go D2, well, go be D1 at that D2 program, and then you'll find yourself at a D1 school. So those are my
Yes,
three
sir.
gems. I hope you can take those and help you in your recruiting journey for all that are listening. So if you're watching this and you're an athlete, trying to figure out this process alone, don't do it. Get yourself a strategy. Find somebody to help you build a strategy that works before it's too late. I see time and time again athletes wait till it's too late. They wait until their senior year when they have no conversations with coaches and no offers. And then your strategy is out of the window. Now we're just hustling, trying to beg coaches to take a look at us. But that's what we built here at Pro 7 Sports Recruiting. We've built a strategy that's proven to work. 100% of our kids are getting offers, and we plan on staying that way. Commercial break. All right, in closing, I want to give a shout out to Jacaleb for sharing his story. Remember, recruiting is not luck. By no means is it luck. It's strategy, it's execution, it's exposure. If you want to be the next athlete we spotlight for college coaches, the first thing you need to do is get on the College Prospect Report. That's collegeprospectreport.com/questionnaire so we can get you evaluated for scholarship opportunities. So as we sign off, I want to thank Jacaleb again for spending some time with us today and to talk about the beginning stages of his recruiting journey. And for the parents and athletes, remember, today's actions shape tomorrow's success. So waiting is a dream killer. Take action now and make those dreams a reality. Appreciate you, Jacaleb.
Appreciate you too, coach.
Peace.